Good afternoon, my dear children. This is L.K. Tripathi, SST teacher from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Dear students, today we are going to start a new chapter that is related to your civics portion. Chapter 3rd, that is, the topic is, why do we need a parliament? This is important topic for you. So, we will make a discussion together to know the importance of parliament, why do we need it. So, let's get started. We in India pride ourselves on being a democracy. Here we will try and understand the relation between the ideas of participation in decision making and the need for all democratic governments to have the consent of their citizens. This is very impressive and dynamic for our country. We really keep pride on being a democracy. Now, we shall try and understand what is the relationship between the ideas of participation in decision making and the need for all democratic government. It is really needed for all the democratic government. All individuals' participation in decision making, the functioning of the government, the ideas of the people, all these must be inserted in our decision making. This is the glory of democracy. और कॉन्सेंट ऑफ देयर सिटीजन्स, जो नागरिकों का कॉन्सेंट है, जो विचार है, जो उनका मत है, उसको जरूर शामिल करना चाहिए. ये है ग्लोरियस आइडेंटिटी हमारे डेमोक्रेसी की. दैट्स वाई वी हैव द पार्लियामेंट्री फॉर्म ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट इन द कंट्री. इट इज दीज एलिमेंट्स दैट टुगेदर मेक अस ए डेमोक्रेसी, and this is best expressed in the institution of the parliament. This is the glorious identity of democracy, because all the elements together participate in the function of the government. Also their consent is there in the decision making by the government. In this chapter, we will try to see how the parliament enables citizens of India to participate in decision making and control the government, thus making it the most important symbol of Indian democracy and a key feature of the Constitution. Now here we shall try to know about the elements. What are the elements express the ideas to participate in the parliamentary function, the process by which we aid our consent, we admit ourselves in decision making and control the government. The symbolic key features are there. This is your parliament, and you can find people belonging from different religion, caste. They are showing their presence and consent their freedom is standing over there. Let's discuss now why should people decide. People क्यों डिसाइड करते हैं किसी चीज़ को, लोग क्यों किसी चीज़ का डिसीजन लेते हैं, इसको हम देखते हैं. इंडिया एज वी नो became independent on 15th August 1947. Preceding this was a long and difficult struggle in which many sections of society participated. India did not get freedom in award or in gift. There is a long struggle behind this freedom. Many dedication people gave their supreme dedication, supreme sacrifice for the country to get it free. The golden day came in the history of India in 1947 on 15th of August. Our country became free from the exploitative government of British, and we stood ourselves under our free flag, under our own flag. People from various backgrounds joined the struggle, and they were inspired by the ideas of freedom, equality, and participation of decision making. Belonging from different castes, religions, sex, gender, different sections of society joined together. They contributed themselves against the British government to make the country free. And really, the people of the country were very much influenced from the ideas of equality, liberty, and participation in decision making. Under colonial rule, the people had lived in fear of the British government and did not agree with many of the decisions that they took. But they faced grave danger if they tried to criticize this decision. कॉलोनियल रूल में लोग डर में जीते थे. ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट किसी भी डिसीजन से एग्री नहीं होती थी जो हम लेते थे. हम लोग बहुत ही डेंजर में जीते थे, बहुत ही डर में जीते थे. कोई भी हिम्मत नहीं कर सकता था कि ब्रिटिश के डिसीजन का हम जो है अपोज करें. द फ्रीडम मूवमेंट चेंज दिस सिचुएशन. जो फ्रीडम मूवमेंट हुआ इस सिचुएशन को बदल दिया. द नेशनलिस्ट began to openly criticize the British government and make demands. As far back as 1885, the Indian National Congress demanded that there be elected members in the legislature with a right to discuss the budget and ask questions. The Government of India Act 1909 allowed for some elected representation. While these early legislatures under the British government were in response to the growing demands of the nationalists, they did not allow for all adults to vote, nor could people participate in decision making. As you read in chapter 1st, the experience of colonial rule as well as the participation of different people in the struggle for freedom left little doubt in the minds of the nationalists that all persons in independent India would be able to participate in making decisions. With the coming of independence, we were going to be citizens of a free country. This did not mean that the government could do what it felt like. It means that the government had to be sensitive to people's needs and demands. The dreams and aspirations of the freedom struggle were made concrete in the Constitution of Independent India that laid down the principle of universal adult franchise, that is, that all adult citizens of the country have the right to vote. People and their representatives. The take-off point for a democracy is the idea of consent, that is the desired approval and participation of people. It is the decision of people that creates a democratic government and decides about its functioning. The basic idea in this kind of democracy is that the individual or the citizen is the most important person, and that in principle the government as well as other public institutions need to have the trust of these citizens. How does the individual give approval to the government? One way of doing so, as you read, is through elections. People would elect their representatives to the parliament. Then one group from among these elected representatives forms the government. The parliament, which is made up of all representatives together, controls and guides the government. In this sense, people through their chosen representatives form the government and also control it. The role of the parliament. Created after 1947, the Indian Parliament is an expression of the faith that the people of India have in principles of democracy. These are participation by people in the decision-making process and government by consent. The parliament in our system has immense powers because it is the representative of the people. Elections to the parliament are held in a similar manner as they are for the state legislature. The Lok Sabha is usually elected once every 5 years. The country is divided into numerous constituencies as shown in the map on page 41. Each of these constituencies elects one person to the parliament. The candidates who contest elections usually belong to different political parties. With the help of the table below, let us understand this further. Now here we are going to see the table, और इस टेबल के द्वारा हम देखते हैं आगे क्या कैसे पार्टियां जो है किस तरह से रिजल्ट उनका आता है, किस तरह से कौन कौन सी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी हैं। तो 17 लोकसभा इलेक्शंस का हम देखते हैं पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज कौन कौन सी थी। मई 2019 में जो इलेक्शन हुआ था उसमें पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज नंबर ऑफ एमपीज, भारतीय जनता पार्टी was the largest party in 19 Lok Sabha election, got 303 seats. Indian National Congress 52, Devlaya Munatra Kadagam DMK 24, All India Trinamool Congress 22, योजना श्रमिका रायथू कांग्रेस पार्टी 22, शिवसेना 18, जनता दल यूनाइटेड 16, बीजू जनता दल 12, बहुजन समाज पार्टी 10, तेलंगाना राष्ट्र समिति 9, लोक जनशक्ति पार्टी 5, समाजवादी पार्टी 5, इंडिपेंडेंस 4, नेशनलिस्ट कांग्रेस पार्टी 4, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया मार्क्सिस्ट 3, इंडियन यूनियन मुस्लिम लीग 3, जम्मू एंड कश्मीर नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस 3, तेलुगु देशम पार्टी 3, ऑल इंडिया मजलिस इत्तेहाद मुस्लिमीन 2, अपना दल 2, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया 2, शिरोमणि अकाली दल 2, आम आदमी पार्टी 1, AGSU पार्टी 1, ऑल इंडिया अन्ना द्रविड़ मुनेत्र कड़गम 1, ऑल इंडिया यूनाइटेड डेमोक्रेटिक फ्रंट 1, जनता दल सेकुलर 1, झारखंड मुक्ति मोर्चा 1, केरला कांग्रेस 1, मिजो नेशनल फ्रंट 1, नागा पीपल्स फ्रंट 1, नेशनल पीपल्स पार्टी 1, नेशनलिस्ट डेमोक्रेटिक प्रोग्रेसिव पार्टी 1, राष्ट्रीय लोकतंत्रिका पार्टी 1, रिवोल्यूशनरी सोशलिस्ट पार्टी 1, सिक्किम क्रांतिकारी मोर्चा 1, विदुथलाई चिरुथाईगल काची 1, grand total 532 seats. In this way, The election of 2019 gave the result for the country. So we can say the BJP came to the largest party and formed the government. Next we shall discuss in next video. Till then, goodbye.